Hey, good morning from downtown Blue Ridge. We're live here from the shops of Sycamore Crossing. Right here, the Broken Bull. That's where my jacket comes from. I love my jacket, Broken Bull. We have Tupelo Tea, and we have New Blue Home and Gift across the street. You could find Mr. Nicholson. Is that his name? What's his name? Jody. You're supposed to help me. Jody Nicholson. He's the realtor across the street. You're supposed to help me, Lonnie. What do you do over there all morning? Hey, I got Lonnie here with me. Cole. Lonnie, we have not been able to find him all week. Cole's been in. Lonnie's been out and about, but he's been covering a lot of things, folks. Your Gilmer Board of Education, your Gilmer Board of Commissioners, and several other meetings Lonnie has put up on FetcherNews.com. But Remax Town and Country, Jody Nicholson over there, you can find him. I'm your host, BKP. We come to you live every Friday morning from Sycamore Crossing, the shops of Sycamore Crossing, downtown Blue Ridge, beautiful downtown. Okay, trying to get all that, Lonnie, because you know what today is. You know what today is, Lonnie. You know what it is. Lonnie, don't tell me you don't know what today is.
Laundry Day.
No, it's not Laundry Day, Lonnie. It is Fetch Football Friday. Yes, folks, we have waited all year. It is hashtag Fetch Football Friday. It is hashtag Team FYN Sports. It is hashtag Turf Wars.
You know what else it is?
What else is it, Lonnie? I'm on a roll. What do you want, Lonnie?
In here, it's Shops at Sycamore. It's not just Fetch Football Friday. It's Rivalry Friday.
Lonnie, don't steal no thunder. I'm the thunder on this show, Lonnie. Stay out of the way when it comes to the thunder. Yes, Lonnie's right. It is Rivalry Friday night, not just Fetch, and that's what we're calling it, hashtag Turf Wars.
We gotta come up with a name. You know how like all
Hashtag Turf Wars. I came up with it. The backyard brawl.
like something with the mountains, like the Mountain Massacre.
No, Lonnie. No, Lonnie. That was Lonnie. Lonnie. Too dark. Too early for that, Lonnie. Let me get to it. Fan and Rebels are going to be traveling down tonight to take on the Gilmer Bobcats. You have waited a year, Fan and Rebel fans, and the Bobcats want to hold on to their winning streak over the Fan and Rebels. This is going to be a big one tonight. This is Coach Pavo's third season, and the Fan and Rebels, the fans, they want the W tonight. They say it's time. Gilmer Bobcats have a brand new turf. No grass allowed. That's for everything, folks. No grass allowed at Huff Mosley Stadium tonight because it's going to be on the turf of the new field. So will the Rebels roll in to Gilmer and win in a turf war tonight? We will be there, FetcherNews.com, Team FYN Sports. I'm happy to say Daniel Jones. Daniel will be on the Fan and Rebel sideline, okay? He will be on the Fan and Rebel sideline. Luke Davenport will be on the Gilmer Bobcat sideline. Let me stop right there and tell you everything about that and why I'm so proud and excited to announce that, because that's everything Team FYN Sports has, we have always wanted to create. Luke Davenport graduated from Gilmer High School. He will be on the sideline covering his Bobcats. Daniel Jones graduated from the Fannin Rebel High School there up here at Fannin, and he will be covering his team. R.J. Casey, we can't forget our man R.J. He will be on the ground right there on the sideline. You know, Coach Parker said he has to pull R.J. back. Like if the official throws a flag and he's arguing and he looks and he's wondering, who is that making all that noise? He has to look back and it's R.J. Yeah, R.J. get back there. Yeah, R.J. Casey will be on the sideline for the Pickens Dragons. But tonight, where will I be? All over the place, Lonnie. I'm taking the camera down. You could spot me, I hope, in both end zones. I hope I don't spend the whole night in just one end zone. That would be bad for the other team, wouldn't it, Lonnie? I got to move on. You know I'm all excited. It's Fetch Football Friday. It's Fetch Football Friday, and that means follow us on Twitter. Now go to FetcherNews.com. I got to check here because people send me text messages here, and they forget to send those to 706-889-9700. 706-889-9700 if you want to text the show or call the show or email us, chief@FetcherNews.com. So tonight, follow us on Twitter, but we have made it much easier to find FYN, our show in the mornings. It's that simple, FYNTV.com. Done deal. You go tell your friends, hey, how do I watch this show at 8 a.m.? FYNTV.com. That's simple. Click on that. You're watching the show. There's your show, okay? FYNTV.com. Go to fetchyournews.com in the top right-hand corner of the screen, okay? Top right-hand corner of the screen, you will need to find our Facebook, Twitter, and our YouTube page. Now, before we get Dr. Whaley in here, we're going to go, before we get Dr. Whaley in here, he will be here at 8:15. We're going to talk about several things. If you ever have a question for Dr. Whaley, you send that to us, 706-889-9700. He told me this morning he has been getting some questions from some people throughout the week about a couple things that we're going to discuss as soon as we get him in here. Let me look around a minute. Now, Donald Trump gave, now, first of all, if you're out there and you're supporting Hillary Clinton, I'm going to do everything I can to really not offend you, okay? I'm going to try. I'm going to make an effort here, Lonnie. It's an effort, okay? Lonnie's over there smiling saying, we want to see this happen, all right? Donald Trump gave an amazing speech in Charlotte last night. First of all, Brett, thank you very much for sending me the YouTube link. I had a lot going on, so I queued it up on YouTube at 5 a.m. this morning, getting ready for the show, and I listened to the speech. It was an amazing speech Donald Trump gave, okay? Now, what is the lady's name? Kellyanne Conway. Now, all of the media is going to tell you that Kellyanne Conway is keeping him focused, turning the campaign around. It is now headed in the right direction. What if, folks, what if Donald Trump is running the perfect campaign? They have called these bad weeks, setbacks, things he has said. But if you listen, I want to challenge you. I don't have time this morning. I might do it later on throughout the show. But if you have time, go to the Charlotte speech he gave last night. Listen to it. And it covers everything he said. He articulates everything he has said about immigration. Okay? No matter what it is, Second Amendment, he lays it out beautifully for all the things they said he was having a bad week over. Just amazing. Now, why do you, some people say, I've never heard you say Hillary Clinton gave an amazing speech. I'm sorry to say this. I've never heard Hillary Clinton give an amazing speech. So I'm sorry. If you have, hey, that's your opinion. My opinion is I've never heard Hillary Clinton give an amazing speech. Okay, now, we have the swimmers in Rio. And for some of you out there, the media would lead you to believe that's the most urgent crisis in the entire world, is these two guys that are stuck in Rio, and one guy gets back from Brazil. What's his name, Lonnie? Lackey. Lackey gets back from Brazil, and he's taking pictures of his feet on U.S. soil. And let me tell you what's got the media shocked and why this is a big story. These guys lied. It doesn't matter if you are in Brazil. They are a country of laws, okay, whether we like it or not. We're supposed to be a country of laws. There are several countries around the world that have laws. They lied, folks. They lied on officials. There's a novel idea. You get in trouble when you do that. Interesting. Why the media is shocked this morning and for the last 3 days and amazed over it in the United States of America, they don't see the big deal. All the guys did was lie. I mean, you have a possible future commander-in-chief, oh Lord, hold my heart, that all she did was lie, perjure herself to the FBI, to anybody. She doesn't know how to get on the podium and tell the truth. She cannot give a 30-minute speech without 25 lies. That's not a joke. So the media is amazed that somebody would actually detain, and they're thinking all these guys did was lie. Folks, they said somebody held them at gunpoint to their head. They went and got their party on, got drunk, went to the convenience. Who hasn't done this, right, Lonnie? Who hasn't went and partied all night, stopped by the convenience store, trashed the convenience store bathroom, went in and called the cashier a bunch of names, said F you and give me $5 on pump 12. Who hasn't done that, Lonnie, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have no idea, right, Lonnie? I mean, who doesn't do that,
Who
right?
gave you my college YouTube?
Huh? Who gave you your college YouTube, right? They're shocked. These guys lied, folks. Now, here's the thing before I get Dr. Whaley in here. It's 8:10. We're going to get him in here at 8:15. Go to break in just a minute. Here's the thing. The other thing is they're going to make, I know this sounds funny, and you say, well, why are you making light of this? I'm not making light of anything. It's called the reality that we are living in, and we've lost contact with it. We're living in a reality. You may think I have that backwards, but we've lost contact with reality. Figure that one out. Folks, they're going to make the one guy make a charitable donation of $11,000 or something, and he's already headed back to the United States. He gets his passport, his visa, he's headed back, right? Lord, I pray it's not the Clinton Foundation. I'm serious. I'm hoping they're not I hope Hillary hasn't called down there and say, if he gives 11 grand. That leads us into ransom. Ransom, folks. We know that. We'll talk about it later in the show. We paid $400 million in ransom to the Iranians that then turned it over to a terrorist organization. Yes, folks, have that correctly. That's a done deal. State Department admitted it yesterday in a video. But president's on vacation is no big deal. Ransom is no big deal. Now, it was major leverage. Here's what was said. We were not going to give up. The $400 million was, they always change the definition of everything, okay? The Democrats, the liberals, the progressives, whatever you want to call them, they changed the definition of everything, all right? They said they could not give up this major leverage they had over the Iranians. Folks, I'll look at you in the camera. Have we just lost it? Are we? My mom would smack me right now. I'm glad she's not around because we were not allowed to call anybody stupid. I'm serious. If we were going through the kitchen, there was 5 of us kids, and if you called your brother and sister stupid, the next thing you knew, you had to smack up the back of your head. We were not allowed to use that word in the house. Sorry, Mom, but what are we, stupid? Are we? We could not give up this major leverage we had in the $400 million. Folks, the Iranians had the leverage. They had the people. They weren't giving up their major leverage. Really? I mean, it's just, I don't even know where to go. Hey, Louisiana, we're behind you 100% up here in North Georgia. Any way we can be of help, anything you need. Donald Trump is on his way today. The president will not cut his vacation short, all right? He will not cut his vacation short. I have a reason why he's not rushed to Louisiana, and I will tell you exactly why. I won't go into great detail. I might later, because when I get wound up, I'll say about anything. I might give you the real reason I think he didn't go, but there's no political points. They do the political math. If they do the political math and it makes sense. You see, he does not want to be seen out on one of those boats in a swamp, looking at the devastation of a flood, because there's not exactly anywhere he can sing Amazing Grace like in a black church. I'm serious. You think I'm making fun of that? That's how these people operate. Why did we have to see a 5-year-old little boy, okay? So they're pulling at your heartstrings. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Why did we have to see a 5-year-old little boy, Syrian boy, all covered with blood, a picture of him in the back of an ambulance to come to terms with, we got a problem? Why did we have to see that picture? Let me tell you, folks, that picture will let you know clearly. Obama's administration is a disaster. Hillary Clinton's administration will be a disaster. Hillary Clinton has turned the State Department into a disaster. And that picture, why don't we show the pictures of America in the inner city, huh? Because we've got pictures of little boys like that and little girls like that are bloody, that are getting in ambulances this weekend on the way to the hospital, that have been shot or something happened to them in one of these disastrous inner cities. I'm not supposed to get wound up on Friday, Lonnie. I thought you're supposed to reel me in if you see this happening.
I gave that up a while ago.
Hey, I've got 4 minutes to calm down a little bit. Get Dr. Whaley in here. He'll during the break, he'll check my blood pressure, to check my vitals real quick, and then we'll get him in here. And when we return, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We are live here from Good Morning from downtown Blue Ridge, Lonnie. Don't look at me like that. Sycamore Crossing, the shop at Sycamore Crossing, Tupelo T, the new blue home and gift. I love that store, man. Broken Bull. I have to be careful because I want you to go in the Broken Bull, but Lonnie, you have to keep me out of the Broken Bull right now because every time I go in there, you're just saying, you know. And our good friend Jody Nicholson across the street, Remax. Restaurants everywhere. Our good friends over at the Black Sheep Restaurant, the Courtyard, Christy Lee's down here. 5-star restaurants all over this town. We'll be back after these messages. It's Fetch Football Friday, Turf Wars. Lonnie, take us to break. Right? All of that. What do you think this is? A silent movie?
Yep.
Folks, I did all that. I don't know if I can recreate it, Lonnie. You know you just can't recreate this. I'm your host, BKP. We're sorry about that. I forget to unmute my mic sometimes during the breaks. Lonnie's off gallivanting. That's what my grandmother would say, Lonnie. You were off gallivanting. Do you even know what that means, gallivanting, Lonnie?
Hey, you know what? A pretty lady walked up and I got distracted. It's not my fault.
Okay, and what was that lady's name?
Sherry.
Sherry. What was her last name?
Trebert.
Sherry Trebert. We're going to have Sherry on just a minute from the Community Theater of Blue Ridge. Broken Bull right back here. Broken Bull. New blue home and gift. Tupelo T over here. And Remax Jody Nicholson. What I was telling you is Fetch Football Friday. We have made it so easy for you to find us now. You go to fetchernews.com. You can find all of our news, so we want you to keep going to fetchernews.com. But to find our broadcast, you go to fyntv.com. It's that simple now, fyntv.com. Okay, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 is our show, Good Morning from the Office. And then, Friday we're on locations, Good Morning from downtown Blue Ridge. And then from 10 to 12 is the Scott Farrell Show. You don't want to miss that. That's from 10 to 12, Monday through Friday. So fyntv.com, we've made it easy to find us. Also, you're going to want to follow us on Twitter tonight. It is Fetch Football Friday. That's hashtag Fetch Football Friday. Go to fetchernews.com. In the top right-hand corner, you'll find the Twitter symbol there, Facebook, and our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter tonight. Hashtag Team FYN Sports. Hashtag... I just can't believe at my age, a grown man like me saying hashtag. You believe it, Lonnie?
It's not a hashtag. It's a pound sign.
It's a pound sign?
Yeah.
Thank you, Lonnie. Hashtag Team FYN Sports. Hashtag Fetch Football Friday. Hashtag Gilmer Football. Hashtag Fannin Football. And hashtag Turf Wars. Because tonight, Gilmer Bobcats unveil their brand new artificial turf. First game to be played on the turf. And who's coming to town? Was it 12 miles, traveling 12 miles? The major bus trip, all of 19 minutes. The Fannin Rebels are on their way. And Coach Pavo says this is their year. Turf Wars will be there. FetcherNews.com, Team FYN Sports. I'm getting a little worked up here, Lonnie. It is Fetch Football Friday. I want to give you a rundown of where we're at with everything. We have Bill Johnson. Bill Johnson will be on the sideline for the Dawson Tigers. So we have picked up, we covered 10 counties now, so let me just give you a little bit. We're covering 10 counties. R.J. Casey, let's start in Pickens Dragons. Okay, Pickens Dragons, R.J. Casey will be there. Do you have something funny to tell me, Lonnie?
12 miles? Try 19.
I said 19.
Uh-huh.
R.J. Casey will be on the sideline for the third year for the Pickens Dragons down there. And Luke Davenport will be on the sidelines this year for the Gilmer Bobcats. You're going to want to follow Luke. Daniel Jones will be on the sideline for the Fannin Rebels. Bill Johnson will be on the sideline for the Dawson Tigers. I'm doing pretty good with the memory here. No teleprompter. And Kathy Thompson, we want to welcome Kathy. She'll be on the sideline for the White County Warriors. And I will be on the sideline this year. They do not kick off their season tonight. They had a scrimmage yesterday. The Union Panthers, BKP will be on the sideline with the Union Panthers this year. So we're covering 6 out of 10 teams. We're still looking for somebody to cover the sideline in Lumpkin County, Towns County, Cherokee County, North Carolina for those Murphy Bulldogs, and also in Murray County. So if you want to get on the sidelines for Team FYN Sports, something else we want to highlight, it's going to be easy to find. FYN TV, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night live at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, we will be down at Schottenkirk Ford, 7 o'clock with Coach Parker. Chris Parker of the Pickens Dragons will be doing our 30-minute show, Pickens Power Half Hour. We're going to be traveling up Tuesday night at 7. We'll be with Coach Galt of the Gilmer Bobcats. You got something for me there, Lonnie? You don't have anything yet? Gilmer Bobcats? Do you have anything? We're going to be up there for Turf Wars, Gilmer Bobcats Turf Wars. No, we're just messing around. 7 o'clock from Circuit World in Ellijay, their East Ellijay Circuit World will be coming to you live at 7 o'clock with Coach Galt and Bobcat players. And then we'll be traveling up on Wednesday nights for the 3rd year in a row at the Circuit World here in Blue Ridge with Coach Jim Pavo and several of the Rebel players this week, Wednesday at 7 at Circuit World. So you can find that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night. I don't know what else, Lonnie. I mean, we're getting so many things going on. You're going to have to start holding up a card. Can you start getting cards and hold up for me over there, Lonnie? I mean, can you help out a little bit?
Do I look like Vanna White to you?
Huh? No comment, Lonnie. No comment. Absolutely not. Hey, Team FYN Sports, we got it going on FetchYourNews.com and FYNTV.com. We're making it happen here. Now, if you would like to do research, do investigative reporting, if you'd like to report on any of the counties we cover, if you'd like to report on any of those counties, Board of Education, Board of Commissioners, City Council, Water Authority, community events, if you just want to do community events and you want to cover those, let us know. FetchYourNews.com, always promoting and highlighting young athletes in a positive way and always wanting to be a part of your community. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to have, now, Lonnie, I don't want to, what is this lovely lady's name? Sherry Trebert. I got that right. Trebert, right? Sherry Trebert is the director of Last Romance. Lonnie, we're going there. She's the director of Last Romance. And Last Romance is playing, okay, we're going to have Sherry tell you about herself and Last Romance that is playing on the main stage over here at the Blue Ridge Community Theater. I'm going to take a break. I'm BKP, your host, and we're going to get Sherry in here and talk to her as soon as we return. Lonnie, go to break. Folks, I'm your host, BKP. We are back. Good morning from beautiful downtown Blue Ridge. Let me just say, now the shops usually open, I don't know all their store hours, around 10 o'clock. But we have Tupelo Tea over here. We have the New Blue Home and Gift, and we have Broken Bull right behind us. They usually open, like I said, around 10 o'clock. In the second show, the Scott Farrell show, we start seeing the streets get really busy here on Friday in Blue Ridge, and it's just a great place to visit. 515 North. Don't stop till you get here. Come on and see us, right? Come on and visit. What I need to say here, like, come on, just come see us sometime. There you go, right? Is that what you say? I don't know what to say. Like, help me out here.
Come on down and distract BKB on camera.
There you go. Come on down and distract BKP on camera. Like to have my Constitution with me right here. And like to have my Constitution right here with me. And I like the First Amendment. I like all the amendments. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise therefore, abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of peaceful for people to peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. Struggling today. Got my Constitution here. We're going to look at the First Amendment on Monday a little closer. We're doing probably a 5-part to 6-part segment, and the reason we've gotten pretty in depth on what we're calling Judge Brendan Weaver, the Fannin Focus publisher Mark Tomlinson, his attorney Russell Stuckey, and District Attorney B. Allison Sosby, because they were indicted, and we're gonna break that down. They were indicted on 3 charges and arrested. Had spent the night in jail, and as you know, it became a national uproar to the point that it is a concern that a journalist spent the night in jail, and freedom of speech and the First Amendment. Well, we've been doing a series on that because let's say we believe in the rule of law. Let's say we believe in the process, the system. See, we have a great system. We're not Sharia law, okay? We have a great system. We just have a system that does not work or a system that is broken. But this thing we call the United States of America is a great system. It's just broken or does not work. That goes for the judicial branch of our country also. But keep in mind, the way our system is you're to be indicted, if you get indicted, by a jury of your peers, right, Lonnie? Tell me where I'm wrong, which is considered a grand jury, okay? So we're going to talk a little bit about Monday, the grand jury, who they are, and why some of the media outlets why some of the media outlets are looking so strongly at they're looking at the direction of the judge, the district attorney, and these guys going to jail overnight, and what for, and so forth. Very little has been written on the grand jury. The 16 people I think was on the list. Very little. Very little has been written on the indictment. They just, very little. So we're going to talk about that. That's I'd say a 5 or 6 part series. We're going to get back on that Monday. Now, next week on FYNTV.com. Should I do the .com? Should I say it like that? FYNTV.com. You do that. Let's practice. FYNTV.com. There you go. Lonnie, it has to be strong. Bring it out of the box. One more time. FYNTV.com. Okay, .com. Anyhow, starting Monday, it's real easy now. You still want to go to FetcherNews.com if you want to find Lonnie's articles on the Gilmer Board of Commissioners, Lonnie's articles on the Board of Education, Laura Love's articles. You want to go to FetcherNews.com about Project Chimp that she's written several. You got to go to Fannin County FetcherNews.com, several articles on Project Chimp. If you want to find Bill Johnson's articles over in Dawson County and whoever, whatever, if you want to find it, our sports articles, you need to go to FetcherNews.com. But FYNTV.com is how you find our programming. That simple. Mondays, every Monday at 8, we're live at 8, but 8:30 on Monday mornings starts Monday Morning Quarterback. So all through high school season, we have high school football season, we have what we call Monday Morning Quarterback at 8:30, where we'll have coaches call in, we'll have sports writers call in, and we'll be updating you on the games of Friday night high school football around North Georgia. That's called Monday Morning Quarterback on FYNTV.com, 8:30 Monday morning. Tuesday morning, we're moving Carla's Corner, and if you haven't watched Carla's Corner, she's in charge. Carla's in charge, I'm telling you. She takes over for 30 minutes. Carla tells us a lot of things going on in the Gilmer County Chamber of Commerce and several things happening in North Georgia. We have Carla's Corner Tuesday morning at 8:30. Don't want to miss that on FYNTV.com. And also on Wednesday, Health and Fitness with Carlene Ferguson. She is on Wednesdays at 8:30. We've got that coming up. We got a long lineup. If you would like to broadcast, we're looking for a broadcaster that is interested in doing a noonday news broadcast. Okay, we're doing a noonday news broadcast. If you'd like to do that, you can get in touch with me. Why are you giving me the 5-minute? Because we're going to. All right, we're going to do a pet of the week montage. Lonnie is doing a pet of the week montage for you this morning. Now, stay with me. Rena called. They had a Humane Society of Blue Ridge, a kind of an emergency this morning that they had to handle over at the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. But Rena is usually here with a pet on Fridays, so she's not going to be able to be here. So Lonnie has put a pet of the week montage together.
It's just our 3 most recent.
Our 3 most recents has me very nervous on that, so we're going to go to that. And then the Scott Farrell Show at 10 o'clock. Hey, you want to join Team FYN Sports? You want to be a part of FetcherNews.com? You want to be a part of the fastest growing news network in North Georgia? Well, let me tell you something. Millennials. Oh my gosh. Before we do this, somebody sent me this video. Now, Lonnie gets angry because he says he's not a millennial, but folks don't believe it, okay? So I'm going to roll out some names. This is what BKP, your host, Lonnie, Maddie, we love all these young people. We're great. Lisa and I love each and every one of them. Lonnie, Maddie, RJ, right? Cole, Luke, Daniel. I mean, the list goes on. Millennials, folks, are all around me, but it's everything we always wanted to make FetcherNews.com. When we started this business, we wanted to grow it with these great young people with great, fresh ideas. But millennials, folks, here's a little video. Stay with me. It's about 2 minutes. Please don't leave. You're going to enjoy this. Lonnie, hit that video and turn it up.
Ding, 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 ding. There he sits inside your local coffee shop, sporting a main bun and facial hair. Somehow he believes, although he has no job, that by his 30s he will be a millionaire. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A-L. Gotta love millennials. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A-L. Gotta love millennials. She posts lots of selfies on her Instagram with the quote that's inspirational. Hopes to change the world while wearing yoga pants, armed with her dreams and knowledge of essential oils. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A-L. Gotta love millennials. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A-L. Gotta love millennials. 27 years old, trying to make it on their own. Maybe stop by leaving your parents home, but maybe we're just wrong. Criticism isn't easy for their ears. They feel like they know most everything. See, they grew up with undeserved confidence, 'cause they got trophies just for participating. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A-L. Gotta love millennials. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A-L. Gotta love millennials. In a couple of years, we will have to pass the torch. In a couple of years, they will be in charge. Millennial. Gotta love millennials. Millennial. Help. Please pray for millennials.
Gotta love millennials, folks. Gotta love millennials, right? Come on, tell me you didn't enjoy that. Lonnie, how long will our pet montage last? Just under? Okay. I'm going to leave you with a pet montage of Pet of the Week from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. I'm going to leave you with that today. And then it's going to be time for the Scott Farrell Show at 10 o'clock. What I want to say before we leave, as I said earlier, Donald Trump gave an amazing speech. Absolutely amazing last night in Charlotte. I want you to listen to that this weekend. Folks, the media, what if, and I'm going to leave you with this thought, something I want you to think about. What if in the media he is running the perfect campaign and they don't realize it? What if? Do you realize when? I'm going to start saying when. I'm not going Lonnie doesn't have to say when. He can nod his head if he wants. But when Donald Trump becomes president of the United States, folks, they will have to rewrite all the this is a big one for me, Lonnie. Curriculum. Say it for me, Lonnie. Curriculum. 3 times fast, right? Donald Duck. They're going to have to rewrite all of that. They're going to have to rewrite how they teach. All the schools are going to have to wipe it out. That's why, you ever see the professor that's pulling his hair out, Dr. Brown on Back to the Future, right, Lonnie? That's why the guy that's pulling his hair out, they are pulling their hair out because they will not know how to write this or how to teach. Politics, campaigning, Trump's rewriting the book. Maybe it's called The Art of the Deal. I'm your host, BKP, and I understand we're coming in loud and clear from Beverly Hills out there, California. That's why I got a message. So, hello, Beverly Hills, California. Thanks for joining us over there on the left coast, and be careful, don't drink the water, okay?